Okay, just checking my light. So hey guys, I have got another concealer video for you today. I have the CYO concealer palette, Tailor shade in fair medium. Now I don't know if you can tell, but I burned my skin. I did a chemical exfoliant like a AHA or something. Anyway, and then I went out ice skating that evening, and the wind and cold just burned my skin. So I'm not going to put anything on that skin. I'm giving that skin a little bit of a rest. But I am going to try this concealer palette under my eyes because I don't have any problems under my eyes. So I'm going to let this heal up, y'all. Okay, so we've got 4 shades here. It's kind of like a color correcting palette, or, you know, if you sometimes need to mix your concealers, that's what this is probably good for. I want to say it was about $6, and so let's just get this on. Now, these shades down here look like they might be a little too dark, and these shades look a little too light. So what I might do is these two, and I might use this one to kind of brighten up right here where I get some darkness. So all right, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with the, oh, it's nice and creamy. Oh, it's really creamy. This is a darker shade than than my skin, obviously, and I do this a lot to color correct. Oh my goodness, this is really creamy. So what I'm gonna do is place it with this flat brush, and then I'm going to blend it with a fluffier, denser brush. This is the Morphe brush. Oh my goodness, I did not have very high hopes for this concealer, but it is very creamy feeling and very moisturizing. I'm gonna lock my door. All right, so that's given me some coverage. It's kind of like a color corrector, so I'm gonna put a tiny bit more. It feels almost gel-like. It's really like smooth and creamy. It's not tugging at all. So, okay. Now I'm gonna put this kind of yellowy-ish on top of it and just kind of see. It's much creamier than I was expecting, and I'm mainly just gonna put that right in this front area. I might put a little bit and feather it out. It's so smooth that you really, from the distance from my face to my mirror, it's just really smoothing on, gliding on. I'm not feeling like I have to really tug hard and to get it buffed in. Okay, and it's looking really, really good. It looks a tiny bit crusty. I'm getting a little tiny bit of crustiness right here. I've got a bit of a dry patch right there, so it's kind of clinging onto that a little bit. But other than that, I feel like it's looking really good. It's so smooth and soft. I'm really impressed by the texture of it. I'm gonna go ahead and take the lightest shade now and just put it right in this little hollow. Sometimes to make that look less like a bag, putting a lighter concealer right there can help give the illusion that there's not a shadow right there. Okay, so I mean, you can kind of see the coverage. Let's take a look. Looks really good. It looks nice and natural. I'm gonna give you guys a good look. It looks really natural on the skin. It's so smooth. Let me put a little bit around my nose and we'll just see how it looks there. I think I'm gonna mix these 2 shades. I got a bunch of shades on my brush actually, and they're kind of all mixing together, so we'll just see if it looks crusty. The only thing that's kind of a bummer is I wish there was a mirror on that thing. Okay, it's clinging a little bit to some of my dry patches around my nose, but not terribly. I don't normally put concealers too much around my nose anyway. I mainly use them for under eyes, and nowadays I've been using them for spots. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I have an area that I can try to conceal as a spot concealer that won't mess up my skin. So what I'm gonna do actually is I've got a little bit of something right there. Let's just see. I'm gonna get a lot of the product out of this brush. I'm gonna use the lightest shade and just see, because it's actually a pretty good skin tone match. It's giving a little bit of coverage. I think most of the coverage that we're seeing is an illusion of that color corrector. Okay, so I feel like the concealer is clinging a little bit to any dry patches that I have. That I concealed on my forehead was a spot from several days ago, so it's got a little bit, because it's healing, it's got a little bit of that flaky skin that's still trying to heal. So it's clinging a little bit to that. Around my nose there's some dry skin and it's clinging there, and right in here there's some dry skin that it's clinging in there too. Now this morning I ultra moisturized my face, so it should be ready to go to accept the concealer and look fine. And I ultra exfoliated yesterday. Okay, that's what all this redness is. So my skin should be pretty good to accept the product. The point that I'm trying to make is it's still, even after all of that, it's still wanting to cling to any dry patches. So if you have dry skin, you might not like this, but as a concealer, I'm pleasantly surprised about this. I thought it was going to be stiff and hard to work with, but it's not. It's really smooth and it glides on and it feels almost gel-like. The texture feels really nice. So sorry, there are people walking by. Okay, so anyway, I'll give this a full day's wear. I'm not going anywhere today, so I'm just going to wear this around the house and we'll just see how it wears, if it creases. It looks like it's creasing a tiny bit right here. Not too bad. So, yeah, so that's all I got for today. Again, that was the CYO concealer palette for about $6. You can order it on Walgreens.com. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!